big collectibles, and we are gonna get into the new Batman Killing Time comic book. This takes place with Batman being younger, so I like that different angle, different take on things. This is gonna be a six-part run. This is just issue one, so we're gonna have to wait for the next one. It hasn't come out yet, but let's get into this Batman Killing Time comic book story breakdown, review, and we'll see if it's worth our time to get ahead and buy this comic book. If you like this type of stuff, subscribe to the channel. Link in the description for the free Discord. All right, once again, Batman Killing Time issue one. You've got this huge guy. See, he's walking in the rain. He's got a rain jacket. He's got the trench coat going. He's got the hat. He walks into the bank. The guard opens up the door, lets him in. The guard is obviously daydreaming about what he did a couple of nights ago, you know? And so the camera, zooms in on this huge figure that's in the bank, and they radio into him and to the guard that was daydreaming. Hey, everything good? And he's like, yeah, everything's good. I was just daydreaming about what I'm going to get my son. It's his birthday coming up. You know, he plays it off. Then you've got this rich lady. See the mansion in the background? She's playing golf. The blonde haired lady is the instructor, and then the brunette is the owner of the home there. And so the you can see here that the blonde girl tells her, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna teach you how all your backhand. I've never let a client down." Now back to the bank. You've got this big guy. He walked up to the teller. There's a protective glass. He crashes through it, grabs the teller, picks him up. The alarms, he sets the alarm off. I mean, all hell is breaking loose. And then Commissioner Gordon gets the call. We've got a huge robbery going on right now at the bank. And besides that, we've got something else crazy going on at the also at the bank, right? So we have a couple of different issues going on right now in Gotham City. So he goes, sets off the alarm, who, the bat symbol, to go. He needs Batman. He's got a lot of things going on. He's got the bank being robbed. I mean, it's a bad day for Commissioner Gordon. He hasn't been home in over a day and whatnot. So now back to the rich lady. She's there talking to the instructor, and the instructor's like, "What's the deal with the armed guards?" Oh, and the wife is like, "Oh, it's just protection. My husband works at the bank." So back at the bank, we've got her husband over here gets the call and about the bank being robbed. So now his secretary lets the Riddler into his office, going by a different name. And so the Riddler tells him, "Look, you're about to get a call from your wife, and I advise you to pick it up." So now back to the robbery. Croc is just going to work. He takes the security guard, throws him against the wall. He's like, "Look, man, give me your money. Give me your money." And now you've got Penguin eating fish over here, saying, trying to work out some type of deal. So you got pretty much all the characters. Now Batman shows up to the bank robbery because remember, Commissioner Gordon told him, "Hey, come through. We've got an issue at the bank." And so the Riddler tells the owner, the bank manager, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Your wife is about to get killed. If you don't listen to me, we're gonna go into Vault 5 over at your safe deposit boxes at the bank." So now back to the house. You can see the two guards were there. The tennis instructor comes out from the bathroom dressed up as Catwoman. Obviously, she's Catwoman, and she puts in some work, right? Obviously, because she was able to have the wife called her husband, the bank manager. So now Croc hears the noise coming from the other side of that booth there, the teller booth, and he goes to investigate a little bit closer, and Batman yokes him, grabs him, and now it keeps going back and forth. So, it's hard to keep track, but now the bank manager goes with the Riddler, goes to Vault 5, and the bank manager tells him, "I have no access to Vault 5. I don't know how you're going to do it, but somehow, some way, Riddler's gonna have to figure it out. So back to the store, back to the rich lady. The rich lady's guards open fire on Catwoman. She dodges, ducks, and weaves, and she straight gives him the Chung Li kick in the face, both of them at once. All right, so now flashback with Croc, who's robbing the bank, talking to his wife. His wife is like, look, I don't want anything to do with you because you gross me out. And he's like, you know what? I have a plan. I have a plan that may work. I need to come up with a bunch of money. And with this money, hopefully I'll be able to reverse my ugliness. So now back to the bank. Batman, straight grill uppercut, knocks him out to the Croc. All right. Batman knocks out 13 teeth that from the Croc. So now the Riddler's there. He has the box, and now once he figures it out, he's able to unlock Vault 5, get whatever's inside. Now back to the rich lady, the bank manager's wife. Catwoman is just having her way with her, scratching her, making her bleed, just having fun. Typical day, when you're holding somebody hostage. Now, back to Croc and Batman. They're going at it, back and forth, back and forth. Batman loses 2 teeth, and then Croc loses 13 teeth. In the bottom panel, that's where it says it. I mean, crazy, back and forth fight. And so Riddler leaves the safe deposit boxes. He had got the contents from Vault 5, meets up with Catwoman. Catwoman sees the contents and is like, holy moly, whatever is inside. So now back to Croc's wife's house. She gets this weird dude named Whack Whack. I mean, I wonder how he got that name. So she comes through with a duffel bag full of money. She's like, oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, Crockett, you shouldn't have. So kind of like, she didn't want anything to do with him because he's ugly, but then he's good enough for the money, I mean, one of them things. So it seems like it was obviously kind of like a setup, kind of like, look, Croc, you go cause a distraction and we'll pay off your wife. And then he does tell her, Whack Whack tells her, you are not to spend this until Croc gets out of jail. So now the Penguin, Catwoman, and Riddler are all meeting together, and they tell Penguin, hey, no weapons. You need to get rid of that umbrella. And he's like, it's an umbrella. It's raining out here. And so this is a little flashback from Catwoman. And so it goes back to this. Penguin getting hit across the head with his own umbrella. Now, that's a sturdy umbrella. I mean, man, look at the work he's putting on Penguin. Riddler straight. I mean, it looks like he's dead, right? I mean, Riddler's walking away. Look at that bottom 3 panels. You can see there, Riddler standing over him, walks away with the bloody umbrella. And then, I mean, Penguin looks just done. So, going back to Commissioner Gordon sets off the bat sign again. They meet up. Batman goes, and Batman says, did they get access to Vault 5? Commissioner Gordon responds with, yep, they got access to Vault 5. Are the contents that are in Vault 5 something I need to worry about? He looks back. Batman is ghost. He's gone. And that's when he knows, Commissioner Gordon knows what time it is. It is not a good thing, whatever they got from Vault 5. Batman knows obviously what's in it, apparently, but Commissioner Gordon doesn't. And that's how it ends. And he, ends you see in the last panel, he ends with a curse. So this is how Batman, Killing Time, this comic book story, how it went. I'm going to give this a solid 4 stars out of 5 stars on the Mucho Caliente comic book scale. All right, everybody, you let me know what you thought. It's a long read, a lot of content here, but I'm definitely curious to see what issue 2 brings. I want to see there's a lot of backstabbing already in this, right? So, all right, you know the deal. Good luck in all your collectible decisions. Let them be profitable and dope.